What is up, Scorpio? Welcome to your general timeless reading. My name is Jordyn. I'm a master Reiki practitioner and a tarot reader. So if you want a Reiki session or a tarot reading, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. And like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel grow. And I do have 15% off all my readings now through the end of January. And I had ash on one of my fingers, and I was like, did I just get ash on my face? Because I was burning Palo Santo before we did the reading, and anyway, I had ash on one of my hands, and I was like, did I just get it on me? Anyway, but yeah, I have 15% off all my services. The promo code's on my site, and I'm also giving away free 15-minute readings on my Patreon channel for all brand new and upgrading Tier 2 and 3 patrons. So check that out. Like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It does help the channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we got for you, Scorpio. Let's use Tattoo Tarot for you. Tattoo Tarot. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. They showed me somebody standing like on the edge of a cliff, not like a fool energy though, more like a freedom energy, like a surrender energy, like a carefree energy. It's not like a falling off the cliff or it's like allowing the wind to blow onto them and just like being present, being very present energy. I like that. I like that a lot. Scorpio, I feel like you're coming to the point of accepting the changes that are happening. Just allowing yourself to let go, which is really nice. Let's see what's going on for you, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I heard the shadow self. And rises. Okay, so that's the integration, right? That's the integration. It's connecting with the higher self versus sitting in the shadow self. Tower. Yep. The tower, the transformation. Scorpio, Aries, Mars, Scorpio energy. Very nice. That's your energy. Yeah, you're allowing the transformation to take place. You're just surrendering to the change. You're like, okay, I'm allowing it to all fall away. I'm allowing it to happen, right? Allowing yourself to surrender to it, which is really nice. I like this. I like this a lot. King of Pentacles, coming to terms is what I heard, coming to terms. King of Pentacles is a very stable, secure, and that's crazy because it's Taurus energy. That's the North Node, and you're going to be the new South Node. So we have this Taurus, Scorpio is the first two cards out, right? Scorpio, Taurus. That's crazy, the new North Node, South Node. That's really cool. That's really cool. I really like this energy because even though the tower is like a very, I kind of want to say like diabolical energy, like it really comes in and shakes things up. I feel like you're in this place of like, it's all going to be fine. Like I have faith that it's all going to work out. And if you're not in this energy yet, you're going to move into this. You are going to move into this. When you allow yourself to breathe through the change and understand that I am provided for and that I'm making space for what is of my highest good. And gosh, like, I'll just be honest with you, like I had this conversation with, it's actually one of my patrons who's turned into one of my really good friends. And I was talking to her this morning about how someone I really, really care about, we're glued at the hip and we had space between us. And I just wasn't used to this space between us. And I came to the realization that this space between us was because we needed that space for both of us to evolve, right? Because when we become too enmeshed in our relationships, you don't remember what it's like to be with your own energy, right? You need to be by yourself sometimes. So if you're going through a change where you don't feel as close as you were to a friend or to a partner or to a family member or any situation, try to see it from a different perspective. Maybe that space between you and your partner or you and this friend or whatever you feel distant or is falling away is actually happening so you can reconnect with who you are, right? For all of who you are right now. Okay, let's continue. This feels like just such a big surrender energy. It really does. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. It's for you to do this healing that you need to do. This is a big, like, returning to self, like a big refocus on self. This is a really, really, really nice energy. I love this so much. Because the Three of Swords is like, I'm no longer holding this pain. Like, I'm allowing it to fall. And it feels like the exhale. It really does. It feels like such a big exhale. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm trying to get in the habit, guys, of really holding these cards up for you, because I know I have a habit of, like, really talking and not showing the cards as much. I'm trying to get better about it. Five of Cups, beautiful. Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. In time, the two of you will come back together. Yeah. Seven of Wands. Right now, there's a need to kind of protect your energy. There's a need to be with your own energy. Because you're mourning an old way of being. Some of you are going through a crown opening. Some of you are going through an awakening, right? Because you're shedding an old version of self. The collective's going through a damn awakening. Like, come on now, our nodes are switching. A collective consciousness is shifting into another state. You know, when we have the node switch, it's the collective. It's destiny. It's a destiny energy. It's a past karmic energy, right? It's north and south node. It's not like a planet transiting. And it's like, hey, where's this planet transiting in your house? No, north and south node is a collective energy. It's a collective shift. So it's like literally like, hey, let's take the world and put it on a new platform. Everybody's upgrading, right? So everybody's going to go through this shift in a different way, in a different form, in a different fashion, but it is a collective upgrading consciousness into a brand new 8-year cycle of emotional and material stability. And so in turn, we are learning how to look at our bodies, our money, our relationships, the way we invest in things in a more grounded, tangible way, in a more nurturing way, in a more patient, compassionate way, right? Okay. So people have to mourn the old way of doing things and learn how to really start investing and working together for the new path, okay? But that means that right now we do need to spend some time protecting our personal power, right? To get familiar with this new energy that we're embodying. Magician is Mercurial energy. It's Gemini Virgo energy, okay? And that means that you might be thinking about yourself in a new way and trying to understand it. It's not a misuse of power in reverse right there. It just feels like I need to understand myself a little bit more right now before I go and present myself as who I think I am, because I don't really know who I am right now, and that's okay. It's kind of the in-between worlds energy, right? Let's clarify. I really want to use, I forget what this is called. It's a knockoff of Rider-Waite. Radiant Wise, haha. There it is. What is stuck on my face? I feel like I literally have like a piece of like metal or something like stuck on my face. It's weird. That's crazy. My clock over there is actually on the wrong time and it says 111, but it's not 111. It's actually 5:15. So it's not 111, but that's kind of crazy. And we're talking about new cycles. And we have the Ace of Wands. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Let's look at the Tower. Okay, I'm not going to take this. Wasn't ready yet. Why is the Tower here for Scorpio? Why is the Tower here for Scorpio? Why is the Tower here for Scorpio? I heard second chances and I heard candles. How do I feel like some of you are actually doing like cord cutting ceremonies, like lighting the candles, having the string, waiting for the cord. Yeah. Wouldn't recommend it if you're really not ready to, because you're just going to end up with a hole in your aura, and you're actually going to end up physically ill because you're not ready to release the energy, and then you just basically have like a black hole of energy, and it's not a good thing to do. Because even if you think you're ready, you got to be emotionally ready. It's like a soul tie. So let's look at the Tower. 4 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords in reverse. 9 of Wands. Okay. Somebody's going back and forth here about this transformation. It's like they're trying to be at peace. They're trying to surrender to it, right? Because the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. 9 of Wands is like the surrender energy in reverse. It's kind of like, okay, I give up. I'm no longer fighting against it, right? I'm going to just do the healing. I'm going to surrender to it. Right? It's like I'm no longer like fighting to keep going. I'm no longer trying to make it difficult on myself. It's not like the wounded warrior. It's just kind of like I'm burned out. Like, okay, it is what it is. Right? It's kind of like the defeated energy. Like I got nothing left in me. Right? The heart space has been closed. They go back and forth about accepting what the universe is trying to bring their way, which is this transformation. Should I just let it all fall down? Should I not? Right? The teeter-totter. So let's check out this energy of when you come into peace. I'm curious what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay. King of Pentacles. I feel like forgiveness here. Ace of Swords in reverse. Your head and your heart are on 2 completely different pages. Yeah. And that's why we had that picture of like the candles come into my mind. Some of you are trying to tell yourselves that you're over a situation, but you're not. You're not. You're like, I've surrendered to it. I can let it go. I'm at peace and everything's fine. And you're like ready to cut it out, but emotionally you're not ready to cut it out. You're lying to yourself. You're like, it's time. I'm ready. I'm at peace. It's not time. You're lying to yourself. You're not ready. You're not at peace. Stop it. Stop lying to yourself. You're just rejecting your own, like, what your heart is really saying. You're not listening to what your heart really is saying. Let's look at the 3 of Swords in reverse. Because this is true healing. With the 3 of Swords in reverse, that's true healing. That's someone really, 5 of Swords in reverse. 3 and the 5 gives you a 2 of Swords in reverse. That means that when you start to really see, when you take the blindfold off, right? When you take off the blindfold and you allow yourself to see that your heart space has been closed, that you haven't really been allowing yourself to move out of a state of conflict, 5 of Swords, which is the inner critic as well for me as a reader. And you allow yourself to work through that pain, to feel the pain, that's when you are going to become aware that you've been listening to your head, what your head's telling you, what you know you should be doing, but you're not allowing yourself to feel it, to really work through it, okay? You need to recognize the emotional state. Yeah, Page of Swords, the liar. Page of Swords in reverse is the liar. You've been lying to yourself. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Liar. Liar. Why'd you lie to me? It made me feel like, oh my God, Scorpio, this is awesome. I was so happy. I was so excited. You lied to me. You played me. Played me like a fiddle. Like a fiddle. Rude. Rude. We're fighting. Let's look at the 5 of Cups. King of Wands. Oh, you stubborn. You stubborn. King of Wands. Okay. Allowing yourself to feel down in the dumpies is not a weakness. It's not a weakness. Some of you see sadness as a weakness, and it's not. Like, if I were to be sad, if I were to allow this person to upset me, like, that makes me weak. Like, that's me giving my power away. Like, no, it makes you human. It makes you human. And you need to accept yourself in all of your humanness. Because you want to know what that makes you? That makes you honoring yourself. Being able to honor yourself means that you're showing yourself compassion. And that makes you more capable of tapping into your divine feminine, more receptive, more loving, and more nurturing, and more capable of showing yourself self-care and honoring your own needs. That's necessary. Because the King of Wands in reverse is someone who could be very stubborn and shut down and can really push people away because they want to come off as very confident, as very creative, as very assertive, very attractive, and they don't need anybody. But in all reality, this king is needing to honor what they need to emotionally release, and they don't want to, right? They don't want to recognize it. Not taking it because it's just on the bottom of the deck, and it's just because how I was shuffling. The World and the Ten of Wands, yeah, 2 cycles. And when they allow themselves to move through this burden, to recognize what they've been holding on to, what they've been carrying by choice, what they've been allowing themselves to hold on to, right? What they have been keeping in their energetic vessel, right? When they choose to let go of this, that's when it will all close. Okay, let's look at the Three of Pentacles. Because the Three of Pentacles to me is also a rebuilding of a foundation. Queen of Pentacles, yep, so there's the person. This person might have been pushing somebody away or had distance from somebody so they could do this healing, right? So they could be by themselves. So now the Queen of Pentacles is coming in. 4 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Swords. Okay, so this is the foundation that fell apart. The Queen of Cups. I think I said a Queen of Pentacles, sorry. It's a Queen of Cups, and you have the 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands, right? So because these two individuals were not working together, they weren't working together to heal aspects of themselves. This Queen of Cups very much so loves this King of Wands, right? But I feel as if this Queen of Wands could not take the projection of the King of Wands' own trauma, right? Because they're in distortion. The Queen is upright. And this king probably was not very receptive to receiving the love or the cup of the Queen of Cups. Because remember, yeah, they're like, no, I'm healed, I'm fine, everything's good. And it was not. Let's look at the Three of Wands, what this new opportunity is. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Yeah, so this opportunity, it's for the past. They're going to have a second chance. They needed to separate, though. These people needed time apart. They needed to heal on their own. Yep, King of Pentacles. There they come. Coming back around the mountain. There they are. Showing up very stable. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, let's look at this 7 of Wands. King of Pentacles is very stable, very grounded, very confident in themselves. They feel as if they can contain their own stability and maintain their own stability. I really like that. It's my perfect partner card in the masculine energy. Let's look at the 7 of Wands in the overall. Hermit and the Hangman. Yeah, there is a need to isolate oneself for each individual, specifically the masculine, because they had to go through their own awakening. They had to really surrender with the Hangman there. It's the card of surrender, the card of isolation, the card of introspection with the Hermit, so they could really focus on their own individual energy and realize the things that they had to work on in order to heal and be more receptive to what's in true alignment with their soul, right? Lighthearted energy instead of wounded child energy, because they were obviously like misusing their power, but they had a true pair with the Queen of Wands on the bottom. Okay. Let's get the reality of this relationship. Yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse and the 3 of Pentacles. There is a lot of love here, but there's it's almost like 9 of Cups and 3 of Pentacles. There's a resistance to like asking for help. This masculine, and the Hierophant in reverse. Some of you, this is definitely done. This is done. For some of you, it's done. And some of you, the Hierophant in reverse is indicative of the old contract needs to be thrown out, right? Because it wasn't working. Because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, because both people were not working as a team, right? 3 of Pentacles is collaboration. It's rebuilding the unit, Okay, the Hierophant is contracts. The old contract needs to be thrown out. Underneath that is the Knight of Cups, followed by the Empress, right? There is an upgrade in consciousness happening for the feminine. So as they separated both people, we have the masculine going from distorted masculine to healthy masculine, and we have the feminine going from a healthy feminine to divine feminine, right? And then underneath that, we have the Magician, which to me is also divine masculine energy, okay? So some of you, this relationship just needs to be rewritten into something that is more stable, healthier. Others of you, it's the need to really separate so you can work on yourselves, because there was a ping pong of very toxic ways of being between the two of you. This is very common when the nodes switch, because when nodes switch, again, the collective is going through a massive shift, which means individually, each of us is going to go through this shift at different areas in ourselves, and that's going to affect the people we interact with, okay? So, Scorpio, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. If you want a personal reading or a Reiki session, go ahead, book it down below through my website in the description box. I love you. I wish you the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Just kidding.